All right, let's get the shit show going. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the stream. I am Stream Crush. Woo! Yeah! Yeah, cheers. Yeah, how's that? How's that? Somebody likes me, right? Right? Somebody likes me? All right, that's what I thought. That's what I thought. Welcome to the stream. It's been a week. Yeah, so much for that. I'm going to stream tomorrow stuff, huh? Turns out you can get sick and not want to stream and have no motivation, and then that spirals into doing everything you said you weren't going to do. Yeah, I will try to be better. It's hard to keep promises, man. It's like a New Year's resolution, you know, like everybody on the first, everybody's like, I'm going to lose weight. Yeah, that never happens. It never happens. Anyway, so I didn't really want to jump into another Doom game. There's a lot of people doing Doom games right now. I got done with 2016. I feel like I'm pretty happy with, feeling like I'm properly geared up in the mindset to play some Doom: The Dark Ages when it comes out next week. Late next week. I think it's the 15th is the release date, so that won't be till like next Thursday. I have no intention of pre-ordering to play it a little early. I don't see the point, to be honest. I can wait 2 days. It's not the end of the world. And I don't encourage people to do that unless you absolutely have to play it, but don't let FOMO get you, you know. There's a lot of streamers out there who are going to get early advanced copies and things like that. Just wait. Just wait. The game's not going anywhere. It's only going to get cheaper from here, which, you know, might not necessarily be true in the current video game climate, but that's a whole nother story. But yeah, I mean, right now, yeah, it's kind of a crappy time in the gaming industry and in the world in general. I mean, who knows what the future's going to hold right now? A lot of things are uncertain, but yeah, buckle down. That's all I got to say. Anyways, yeah, so I figured instead of playing, you know, a guy in a spacesuit with a heavy gun killing demons as much as you can, I figured I'd try something different and play a game with a guy in a heavy suit and a really big gun killing aliens, who kind of probably look like demons a little bit too. But anyways, that's not the point. We're going to play Space Marine 2. I actually was going to play this game last year. It was one of the last games I tried to stream, and then it just didn't work out. It turns out that when they launched Space Marine 2, it was an unoptimized piece of shit. Yeah. Yeah. Like, it's still not great now, but it does seem to run a little better. We'll see. We'll see, to be honest. I don't actually know how this is going to work out. I did some testing. Before my PC wasn't able to run it with OBS and my VTuber program running and recording at the same time. So we're going to try it with streaming. This is the big test. If this doesn't work, I'm going to cry. I'm hoping it does. I'm currently looking around. I might have a lead on a laptop that I'm going to use for maybe like a second PC. So that way I can have OBS and all my streaming stuff running on one system. And that way the gaming machine can do what it's supposed to do, which is play video games properly. It's a weird thing because when it comes to streaming, like, there is so many little variables, and in the current gaming industry climate, the reality is that, like, you're probably good enough just dialing all your settings back, but that sucks when you're playing games now. You know, every game wants you to have the 4K OLED, blah, 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 140 million frames a second, you know, and it's like, when you don't get that, it really kind of hurts a lot going back to, quote unquote, old standards. But it's funny because, like, Twitch is still 1080p. So if I dial everything back to 1080p, I notice it kind of looking a little crappy, but you guys are like, it looks the same. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to dial back the settings a bit and just struggle through it, so to speak. I just don't have the ability right now to do everything I want to do at once. And, you know, I don't necessarily think it's going to be that way forever, but for right now, I just don't have that fortune. Especially because, like, One of the things that I'm going to be doing for sure is getting a Switch 2, because I just don't feel like it's going to get any cheaper. The way that the industry's going right now, I think that consoles, the stuff that's currently on the market, is just going to get more expensive with the tariffs and everything. And so better to get it now, really, to be honest. But it's hard to predict. I mean, waiting could be a thing too. I don't really know. I don't really know. That it's that kind of uncertainty. Will the tariffs get lifted? Will they not get lifted? What other people are going to get hurt by this? Like, industry wise, like, does Nintendo move manufacturing to France? I don't know, right? And nobody does. That's the big issue here. So like, yeah, and people don't realize how much stuff from China is manufactured in China that affects things you don't even think about. Like, everybody thinks, oh, my clothes come from China, or my Nintendo Switch comes from China, or something like that. But like, it's all the little parts that are basically everywhere in the economy, in the system. Everything from like how your hospital's equipment gets, like all the masks and plastic that covers the needles and all of that kind of stuff. A lot of medical supplies, a lot of small parts and big parts for various things, machinery, cars, and engines, and a lot of plumbing, and just like parts, things. You're probably not going to notice grocery shelves being very bare, but you might have a hard time locating, I don't know, a new vacuum cleaner for a while. It's that kind of like roughness that is hard to predict. The ebb and flow of like where the shortage is and what are the costs going to be. Because you better damn well believe that there's going to be a lot of companies that, even if they don't need to raise their prices because of things like tariffs, they absolutely fucking will. They're gonna do it. Like that's not a like assumption either. That is like, they're gonna do it. They're gonna come out and they're gonna be like, yeah, those darn pesky tariffs. I guess we'll have to raise our prices, even though we don't really need to. Like, they're gonna do it because they did it with the whole inflation bullshit during the Biden years. All the prices went up, even though they really didn't need to. Basically, companies realized that during COVID, people were willing to pay a bunch of money, more than they normally would. And then after COVID, they kept it going for a bit, and companies rode that wave as hard as they could. That's why everything feels way more expensive now, because consumers weren't like, hey, whoa, that's a bit too much. People complained, but they didn't necessarily reflect it in their wallets. So yeah, and I don't know what the future of the games industry will look like. Like, what do you design your like? Let's say you're Sony right now and you're designing your PlayStation 6. Like, what do you even do? Because these products, they're made like they're designed and researched and developed and conceived. All the parts are sourced. The factory lines are basically like, like they make appointments for these things, like scheduled times of like, oh, between March and November, your factory line is only going to assemble parts for me. Like, and then, you got to line up people who are going to, put it on their ships, and you got to line people up who are going to put it in their warehouses, and so on and so forth. Every little bit of that takes a lot of time, from like the initial R&D. Like, I could tell you right now, before the PlayStation 5 was even out the door, they were doing research on PlayStation 6 and what they were going to need to do for like their ambitions. Obviously they're going to retool some stuff as like the PlayStation 5 continues, because they need to learn from that success and failure of that platform. But, like, if you think the PlayStation 5 Pro is expensive, the PlayStation 6 is probably going to be just as much, if not more expensive. And it's simply just because right now in the market is going to affect things down the road several years, which sucks. It absolutely sucks. I don't even know if there's going to be another Xbox. Like, there probably was plans. I think those plans are done. I think Microsoft is probably scrapping plans for their own custom built Xbox, Series Y or whatever they're going to call it. And they're probably scrapping plans for that right now, and they're probably just going to go, which is what I predicted last year, the 3DO route, where they're just going to license the Xbox branding to various platforms and then let them do stuff while they focus on being a third-party developer. And Nintendo's kind of caught in the middle. They're not really a company that could pivot to other sectors in the industry. They are basically the Disney of video games. So they live or die by their IP. So maybe you might see Nintendo dip toes into the PC side of things, but that's a whole nother beast in itself because PCs are getting very expensive too. On the lower end of things, that's not so bad yet. But if you want a medium to high range PC, it's getting almost prohibitively expensive for people, especially with GPUs. Holy cow, are GPUs expensive right now? And I wouldn't necessarily say that GPUs are hard to get, but that's just because they're so expensive that they sit on shelves. But it depends. It depends on what. Sorry, my hand was in front of the camera. It depends on what people are looking for. Like, the 5 series for NVIDIA, honestly, is kind of crap. So, it's not really much of an upgrade, and actually has several flaws compared to the 4000 series. To justify that price jump, I mean, maybe if you've never upgraded yet, it might be enticing because you obviously can't buy a 4 series for a reasonable price anymore. But I mean, it's a hard ask, a crappy thing to do. So I don't know. There's so many ways you can talk about these topics that I'm not even really prepared to be talking about them right now, to be honest. I feel like when it comes to like your crystal ball moments of like what is the gaming industry going to be doing, I genuinely don't know. I mean, I would say by E3 you'll probably E3. Sorry, Summer Game Fest. It's always going to be E3 to me. I'm sorry. I know E3's got a really, really controversial, wacky, weird, but to me, I've been growing up with it for so long. It's just so weird to be saying goodbye to E3. Anyway, during the summer of people revealing their game stuff, we'll just go with that. I think that it's gonna be interesting seeing how plans have changed, what ambitions are happening, what's getting scaled back. I think we'll definitely have a better sense of where the gaming industry and the gaming market is going to be, and not just for console gaming, but PC gaming, for mobile gaming, for hobbyist stuff. Like I can tell you right now, the retro community is getting hammered with this stuff. I keep a pretty close eye on a lot of stuff that happens with retro gaming, and oh my gosh, it's bad. I mean, people are having a hard enough time getting stuff like Misters, but it's going to get worse. A lot of stuff in the hobbyist communities is built on things like 3D printing. It's built on sourcing PCBs and small parts from basically bins in China. Nobody else in the world really makes this stuff, at least not in the quantities and the volume and the price that you would want for things. So like there's really nowhere in America. Like that's not to say America doesn't make computer chips. America makes a lot of computer chips, but it's like they don't necessarily make everything that you need either. Like they make some stuff, but like not everything. It's hard to explain it because like, if you haven't seen the supply chain for a lot of these things, yeah. So I think conventions are definitely going to take a big hit from a lot of the hobbyists that aren't going to be able to source a lot of things they normally would, or at least it'll be a lot more expensive. Like cosplay stuff, a lot of stuff that goes into cosplays. A lot of people think, oh, it's just somebody sewed a costume together. Yeah, but a lot of those fabrics and materials, you don't just go to a Walmart and buy them. You have to order them online. They get shipped in. They're not just things you can grab off the shelf. Not always. There's some things. But like, especially some of the more advanced cosplays where like they have custom lighting and effects and stuff like that. That is tech. That's engineering. A lot of it's custom made. And yeah, I mean, it's not something that's going to be easily replaced. So like, like I said, with all of these things, customizing your PlayStation controller, a lot of people do that. They get custom shells and buttons and stuff like that. Those are all parts from China. So Yeah, it's really rough to say where we're going to be, but just remember that a lot of the shipping is like 6 to 8 weeks. So whatever it was a month ago, you'll start seeing that effect in like 1 or 2 months. So yeah, it sucks. It really does suck. Somebody was asking on Blue Sky earlier because they were talking about this news about GTA 6 and all that. Is it going to be a savior of gaming? And no, it's not. GTA 6 is its own thing. It's going to have its own fans. It's going to have only people who only play GTA. It's going to be yet another live service game that's going to suck up a lot of people, and that's not necessarily the healthiest thing for the industry. It's great for Take-Two and Rockstar, but and maybe some other people that might benefit just on the, like PlayStation selling a few more consoles or something. But it's not a net good per se for the industry. These massive tentpoles. So I don't know. It's I'm not saying I don't want GTA 6 to succeed. I do think it looks really good. But I do think that like expecting it to be this big savior of gaming is a really, really bad idea. I don't think GTA 6 is going to have that kind of impact. Certainly the excitement in that moment, like always, but after a month or two, I think you're going to see it just go right back down again. There's just long-term issues with the gaming industry right now that are just being exacerbated by current economic realities. So anyway, enough of me ranting about all that stuff. Let's get the game started. Because you know what? I want to play some Space Marine 2. So let's see here. Go to my Steam library. All right. So there might be a little bit of shenanigans with the stream. Hopefully it will all work out properly though. All right. We'll take a second to load because for some reason Space Marine 2 really, really, really likes taking its time to load. I don't know why. A lot of connecting to servers and stuff, which is what it is, I guess. Initializing. Easy anti-cheat. Waiting for game. 3 hours later. Okay. Well, that's all doing its thing. Okay. Let's see. Is that going to pop up? Maybe. It's a black screen. There we go. Okay, so it's working there. Why are you not working here, though? Why are you not show? Oh, there we go. Boy, that took a minute. All right. So hopefully we can get this to work. Yeah. My avatar's a little choppy, but it's not too bad. Signed in. All right. Turn the helmets back on. All right, we'll do normal. Cutscene. In the 41st millennium, humanity stands in the brink of annihilation. The galaxy-spanning Imperium of Man is beset on all sides by hostile aliens and threatened from within by traitors and heretics. It is an age of constant war, a new dark age, in which enlightenment is replaced with superstition, rhetoric, and blind prayer. To live in such times is to be one amongst untold billions, existing in the cruelest and bloodiest regime imaginable. The most powerful and dreaded of the Imperium's defenders are the Space Marines, bioengineered superhuman warriors. They are humanity's last bastion against the Terror. There is no time for peace, no respite, no forgiveness. In the grim darkness of the far future, there is only war. Ha ha ha. Kadaku. I am not actually saying all that. Oh, a lot of sci-fi stuff like this. You have all the super advanced tech, and then they're using like CRT televisions. Just love that weird mix of lo-fi and low tech and high tech. Project Aurora. Or strategic value. Absolute. Hail the Omnissiah, hail the Machine God.
Approaching Kadaku. Prepare for atmospheric entry.
That looks so damn cool. Yeah. Oh. All right.
To squad. Box check. Repeat. Kill team leader to squad. Confirm Vox contact. We have crashed. It's from your position. Do you have the virus bomb? Damn it.
All right. We are in. I do have to fix one thing really quick here. All right. Now, I don't know which side my avatar is going to end up being on, but for now, we'll just have him hanging out with the guy over here. Bro. This looks so good. I love the "We March for Makraj," I think it says. Dude. Shoulder piece is sick. Alright, anyway. Let's kill some stuff.
Moving to... Lost contact with brother. Approaching orbital launcher facility. Well secured. Hellstross, Alpha! I'm moving to the crash site. Do you read? Any sign of the commander? Negative. No contact since the crash. I'm here, damn it. Hellstross, you have command. What are your orders? We proceed as planned. Launch the virus bomb into the stratosphere, detonate it, and watch the Tyranids die. A sight I will greatly enjoy. Transmitter must be broken. Formigants. The area will be crawling with them.
Okay. Yep, armor and health. Okay. We gotta hold down.
Where's that damn virus bomb?
Jade Sword combos.
I'm up to my elbows in these wretched bombs. Any word from Brother Darius or the commander? Nothing. It is left to us to share the glory now, Hellstross. Hold on, brothers.
Press L1 to parry. Common attacks and attacks with a blue indicator can be parried. Alright.
Spores.
Alright, we're taking those guys out. Whoa.
Now they send larger meat to stop you.
Yeah. Okay, yep. Finish your restore armor.
Alpha, you must reach that bomb. I will, even if I have to chew my way through. Darius. Brother. I will repay them tenfold. This water will roar in your name, Darius. I swear on it. Come, vermin! I should be picking these rotten seals out of my fangs for weeks. Situation here at the launcher is becoming severe. Have you secured the virus bomb? No. For every gaunt I smash, 10 more come raining down. If we fail to launch that bomb, there will be nothing to stop the Tyranids. I am almost at the crash site. Just make sure the launcher is still standing when I get there. I will hold the line for as long as I can.
That is so damn cool. All right. Can't go in. Okay. So they definitely are limiting the path you can take. Which, I mean, the first game was like that too. Wrong boy.
We are running out of time. Kill team, I am at the crash site. Alpha! Baron! Baron, my brother, you have honored the Imperium with your devotion. Alpha! Hellstros, if you can hear me, I have the virus bomb. Headed to the orbital launcher. Is that as hard as you bite, Xenos? Come on!
Where do I go? Oh. Pay attention to the giant interact button.
Death will not go unpunished. you with me? I have the bomb! You have served your Emperor well, brother. Record log. To any Imperial unit that recovers this log, my kill team crash-landed off course. My brothers are all dead. Slain by Tyranids. I have the virus bomb, moving to the orbital launcher. We'll fire into stratosphere where it will disperse over Tyranid positions. Continue low. The virus is our one chance to delay the Tyranid invasion. The virus will spread through their forces. They will adapt, but it will slow them down. The virus must be launched into the stratosphere. Nothing else matters. Open the gates!
Shift chronometer reset. You're registered as on duty. Carry out the officer's work according to the divine synchronicity.
Inserting payload.
Imagine how strong you have to be for that.
Payload chambered. Hazardous material detected. Further validation required.
Transmitting override authorization. Set course for stratospheric detonation.
The rite of safeguard must be performed. Seek an authorized Magos at the command console.
Machine Spirit, where is the command console?
On the observation platform above. The Magos on duty does not respond.
Summon the lift.
Machine Spirit, what is the status of the orbital launcher?
Hibernation. Console inactive for 22 hours. This impiety to the Omnissiah has been logged.
Activate launch systems.
The rite of initialization must be performed. Seek an authorized Magos at the command console. The command console is posted at the edge of the observation platform. A Magos will attend to you shortly.
Doubtful.
Predictions complete. Awakening systems from hibernation. Rite of capacitors initialized. Personnel may begin prayers of charging.
Throne, can you not hasten the damn process?
Seismic disruptions have occurred. Launch trajectory may have been altered.
Oh. That's a lot of dudes.
Organic presence detected on the railway. Personnel vacate for launch. Launch preparations complete. Standing by. Magos. Attention. Magos. Your launch authorization is required for dispatch of payload.
And like that, they all magically went away.
It is done.
This is so badass. No. Titus, my man, my boy, my dude.
you all with me. I will not rest until you lie dead at my feet. Even if I am slain, I will leave you with wounds by which you will remember me. Eradicate your kind from the galaxy.
Next.
May that virus strip your flesh from your bones.
Fight us. He got saved. Alright, that was a pretty cool opening sequence. Not the most amazing, but, you know, some cool cutscenes for sure, at least. Definitely sets up the vibe. I don't feel this is as strong of an opening as the first game, though. Like, don't get me wrong, the Tyranids are cool and all, but they don't have the same villainous appeal as the Cockney sounding orcs. You know, Spice Moraine. You know, like it's Wog. This had more personality, you know. Also, like, I still kind of prefer the original Titus voice actor. I don't know why they couldn't get him back for this one. Had to have been a good reason. Oh.
face the Emperor. The wound was fatal. You survived only through the Rubicon surgery. We remade you. You are a Primaris now.
Why?
Lord Calgar issued the command himself.
Is he here?
Gone. Summoned by the Primarch.
I must get back to the Watch Fortress.
You have been reassigned.
My place is with the Death Watch.
The Inquisition can find no stain on you, Titus. Accused of heresy. You have served penance in the Death Watch for almost a century, and not once have you faltered. But you will never know redemption until you have faced the judgment of your brothers. Prove yourself to us, and know true absolution. What is your life?
My honor is my life.
What is your fate?
My duty is my fate.
What is your fear?
My fear is to fail.
What is your reward?
My salvation is my reward.
What is your craft?
My craft is death.
What is your pledge?
My pledge is eternal service.
Yo, title drop. Spice Marine.
The Rubicon surgery has remade you as a Primaris Marine. You are now stronger, faster, and more resilient. You will take your place as an Ultramarine once more. Your brothers will know that you served in the Death Watch, but your dishonorable status as a Black Shield has been redacted from the archives. Should it be discovered, there would be questions. Lord Calgar has offered you a second chance. Do not taint it.
Okay.
Sergeant Ventier had secured the spaceport and handed over its defense to the Cadians.
Ventier, the guards will be cleaning up bits of tyranny for weeks.
You gotta admit, that's some pretty sick drift. Like, this chaplain here or whatever, he looks cool as fuck. Okay. That's not creepy.
Brother,
Lieutenant. Garnus, we have work to do. Gather the rest of the squad on the flight deck.
yes, brother.
This is wild.
Astartes support.
He said the word.
My lord. Lieutenant Titus reporting for duty.
Have Sergeant Gadriel report to the bridge. How are your wounds?
Good enough.
I'll be straight with you, Titus. I have my reservations about your reinstatement. There could be questions, suspicions. I cannot afford discord among the men. Not now. You're a lieutenant now. Will that be a problem?
No, Captain.
Very well. We're facing a Tyranid splinter fleet. They engaged us on 2 planets. Avarax, a hive world, and Kadaku, which you already know. We're abandoning the latter. It's mostly Adeptus Mechanicus research facilities. We're evacuating critical assets and personnel. These defense guns are keeping the skies clear for our ships. The Tyranids have taken note. Get down there and protect those guns.
Captain, you wish to see me?
Sergeant, this is Lieutenant Titus. He'll be taking over command of your squad.
Sir,
I expect you on the ground within 30 minutes. Dismissed.
Just a happy guy.
Lieutenant, forgive my hesitation.
All right.
I am merely surprised by this development.
As am I.
Sergeant Gadriel, the Absolver is ready to depart.
Brother Chiron, this is Lieutenant Titus. He will be leading our squad.
Is that so? Well, I shall be glad to have a commander of such experience.
Is the rest of the squad ready?
Already assembled on the flight deck.
Good. We'll leave immediately.
All right.
Maintain distance from the Hive Fleet. Do not engage.
Well, that's cool looking.
Maintaining distance. Ordnance on standby.
Oh, that is sweet. Man, I am loving this. Okay.
Spore body on all specs. Headed toward Kadaku.
Transmitting telemetry data to our ground forces.
The Imperial Navy fleet are firing on the spores.
So don't use that to select missions.
Requests for reinforcement coming in from the Cadian ground forces.
Log requests in priority order. We will respond when able.
Yes, Lord. Colonel Drury, your requests are noted. Proceed without Astartes support for the time being. Resilient out.
All right, let's do it.
What is our assignment?
The Cadians have lost control of the orbital guns. We are to recapture them.
Lost them already.
The Tyranids are hurling spores of those guns in great waves. I'm impressed the Cadians held out this long. Brothers Lirio, Alterius, and Elian make up the rest of our squad.
Have any of you faced Tyranids before?
Only these past 2 days.
Then there is much to learn.
I look forward to it.
What do you think you're doing?
Ordnance deployment. Path obstructed. Stand aside.
Those warheads are not properly secured. Do you know what will happen if one comes loose?
Path obstructed. Stand aside.
I'll do it myself. Go and find a tech priest to tighten the screws in that half-brain of yours.
Task aborted. Seeking blessings of cogitation.
Magus Gallio will hear of this.
Attention apothecaries. Evac vessels inbound. Stand by for immediate triage.
Alright.
Under no circumstance may any unauthorized personnel be admitted to Hangar Bay Soda 2 and Echo 11.
Pity the effects of the virus bomb were so short-lived.
Sergeant?
Brothers, we are joined by Lieutenant Titus.
Welcome, brother. We are yours to command. We leave immediately.
Yes, Lieutenant.
Hangar Bay Check 3.
Rendezvous with Astra Militarium, defend the anti-air emplacements. Loading, loading, loading. We are still fucking loading. So one thing I haven't liked about this game is the load times are... Loading anything is just really long in this game. I got going with his head there.
Sir, you served in the Death Watch.
Yes.
That must have been a great honor. It's a privilege to serve with you.
Approaching drop zone.
Let's go.
You see those service studs? Our lieutenant is over 200 years old. He couldn't have been born a Primaris. You're right. And now he has your command.
Ooh.
Major, give me an update.
The wretched beasts have taken the orbital guns. They pushed us back to this encampment and are staging a heavy assault.
Illyrio, take Altarius and Elion and remain here to secure the encampment.
Yes, brother.
Major, we must reach the defense guns.
Yes, my lord. Follow me. The situation here has deteriorated. Those foul gargoyles pollute the skies.
The Tyranids have the orbital guns.
They do. These unrelenting attacks make a counteroffensive difficult.
We shall take care of that.
Jesus Christ, look at that.
We've got more incoming from the east!
Move to reinforce the eastern flank. You, go with him.
We will assist in the defense.
Very good, my lord.
The numbers are endless. We will see about that. I hope you're keeping score. brother. Oh, I am. Here they come! Glory of Ultramar!
My lord, intelligence reports multiple swarms closing in.
Direct us to them.
Sending coordinates to your Auspex display. My lord, we are preparing an airstrike. Can you hold the enemy in place until it hits?
Consider it done. Leave not one of them standing. Another one dead.
Airstrike incoming!
Wretched creatures.
Ha 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 ha.
A direct hit, Major.
The 8th never miss!
He's just cocky.
Everyone at this base owes you their life, my lords.
The Emperor protects.
We must proceed through the jungle to reach the orbital defense guns. Brother Lirio, assist the Cadians while they establish new defensive lines, then report back.
Yes, Lieutenant. It will not take long.
The orbital guns are on the other side of the swamp.
Be alert. The Tyranids will be lying in wait.
All right. I need a quick moment to go to the bathroom and get up and stretch and stuff. So I'm streaming for a little over an hour. So I will be right back. And yeah, we'll continue more Space Marine 2. Be right back. All right. All right, I'm back. That was fun. Hold on a second. All right. So where were we? Oh yeah, assaulting the guns and going through. Okay, go through the swamp.
Changing magazine.
This must be where the swarm originated.
These abhorrent husks are everywhere.
Living organic machines.
Indeed. Their ships, these pods, all of it.
Their very existence is heresy.
We shall thin their numbers today, brother.
They will not get past this.
Okay.
Tried to reach the downed storm talon. Bog stunk beyond words. Several of us drowned in its stagnant pools. Scope of the Tyranid infestation still unknown. Last readings suggested Kadaku was near the threshold for Exterminatus. If that be the case, I would not weep for this world. It has already claimed too much.
Ravana, do not stop moving. Vermin stuff. Ravenous kill. Better. Reloading weapon. Restocking. They never learn.
Grenade deployed! I expect better of the Cadians. Losing the orbital guns was costly. They paid for
for it dearly. But the enemy numbers are not insignificant.
The Cadian 8th will have to do better.
Yeah, they're just like normal people. Hey, Masakazam. I'm having a good time, actually. This game's been pretty fun. Enjoy your rest.
Familiar with this foe, brother?
I am.
How do the Tyranids compare to other Xenos?
They are an unrelenting plague. But they are cunning. But controlling him, tread carefully. The spores detonate when threats draw near.
Then let us take the advantage and destroy them.
Need to reload!
Your combat doctrines are unorthodox, Lieutenant. Which company did you serve with before this one?
I served the Emperor elsewhere.
The Death Watch?
Yes.
I hope I too will share that honor one day.
Munitions secured. Eliminate them, then proceed.
Most direct route is through the swamp. Let us proceed.
No. The swamp will be infested with Xenos. There is a bunker straddling the riverbed. We will cut through there.
But that will add considerable time. Surely we...
We will not trade strategy for expediency.
As you command.
Lieutenant, Captain Akaran has given us new orders. You must proceed alone.
Understood. Thank you, Lirio.
See you on the Resilient.
Resupplying. There they are. The orbital guns. Munitions secured. Restocking. Grabbing equipment. Munitions secured.
Sir! Sir! I can hear reinforcements!
Angels! We're saved! Guns all over the place. What, yes, angels? That's it. Where would we find those angels now?
You will desert your post, Guardsman.
No, Lord! Never!
We've locked them in. We can do no more.
Open the gate.
Yes, my lord. Open the gates! But sir, you said open the bloody gates! Another wave. We can't hold them.
You will serve your Emperor. What are they doing? Trying to get up here. Into position now. Do not let them surround you. Are you not the Lord Castellan's soldiers? Fight, damn you! Where is that Cadian spirit I have heard tell of?
Really, man?
Restocking.
Did we get it?
Supply. Loading up.
The gates are open!
Everybody inside, now!
Yes, my lord!
Should we not eliminate the remains of the swarm? There will always be more. We must focus on taking down the hive ship. Marksman, get these gates closed.
Yes, my lord! Transmitting command now! Stand by!
Do not relent in your attacks. Never seen orcs do that. Makes them easier to kill. You have yet to see the worst of them. Oh, I look forward to it.
Do you now?
We're wasting time.
All right, there we go. Now it's loading. They. Ooh, man, I'm more tired than I thought I was. Do 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 do. There we go. Finally.
Major Sakana.
Go ahead.
We met with one of your squads.
Thank you, my lord. I shall give them new orders.
The way is clear. Proceed.
Holy terror. I just fought beside Space Marines. By his divine will.
Looks like a slaughter. No excuse for cowardice.
Bro, I don't think that's cowardice. I think that's a slaughter.
They will not get past this. Changing magazine. Let us get to work.
Oh, Jesus.
I repeat, awaiting orders to attack. Major, do you read?
This is Lieutenant Titus. Identify yourself.
Captain Iden, sir. Our long-range comms were damaged in battle.
They must be close. Hold fast, Captain. We are coming.
Facility is just beyond those gates. There must be a console that opens them.
Target destroyed. Restocking. Supply.
Where do I go? Oh, it does want me to go up there. All the monsters weren't destroyed yet. Okay.
Zarkana,
Receiving.
we have made contact with Captain Iden.
Iden. I thought him lost.
We are approaching his position now.
Can you patch me through?
Working on it. Link established. Go ahead, Major.
Captain Iden. I thought you a dead man.
Not today, sir.
You're tougher than Grok's hide.
I'll take that as a compliment.
Aiden, we need to take back those orbital guns.
I've got armor ready to roll.
See it done, Captain.
Yes, sir. Let's give him a taste of Cadian wrath.
Okay.
Guardsman! Honor your Emperor!
With great pleasure, my lord.
That cursed gate is in our way.
Then let us remove it. Controls must be nearby.
Soldiers, do your work.
The controls are in that tower. Make use of them. Proceed.
Yeah.
Munitions secured. The gate is opening.
Squad, move your raggedy backsides through that gate, now!
Move to link up with the Cadians. As you command, Lieutenant.
Lieutenant, navigating through this facility will take time.
A little redecorating will speed things up, my lord.
This way. Reload.
What is that?
Zoning through! Take it down. While it lives, the other creatures are harder to kill. Major, we have retaken the facility.
Praise the Emperor. Boarding a Valkyrie now, heading to you.
Clear!
Get these guns online! Move! We'll punch a hole in those hive ships so big you can fly a frigate through it!
It won't let that happen without a fight.
It?
The hive mind. The Tyranids' powerful collective intelligence. Not to be underestimated.
Major, the guns are in a zero state of charge. It will take time to wake the machine spirit.
Hurry!
The Tyranids will throw everything they have at this facility.
This is Major Sarkana. Divert 2nd and 3rd platoon to the orbital guns immediately.
Copy that, sir.
Let's show these bastards what the 8th are made of!
All right. That's a big gun. That's a lot of Tyranids.
Major, we need to establish a perimeter.
My troops are in defensive positions. They'll hold.
The enemy will try to scale these walls. Do not let them.
I have no plans to.
When all the wall is breached,
concentrate your fire. No hesitation.
let them off that wall. A well-placed grenade will fix that.
Lieutenant, the orbital guns are functional, but the targeting system is jammed. It needs to be reset manually.
Understood. Runners, let us make haste. Restocking. Grabbing equipment. Loading up. Assist where possible, but do not linger. The targeting system is our priority.
Yes, my lord.
They never learn.
My lord, this elevator will take you up to the controls.
We'll keep the Xenos off your back.
Emperor protect you.
Need to reload. Major Salkana, we are almost at the targeting system.
You need to manually raise the petals of the satellite dish.
We will see it done. Major, I see the mechanisms. Stand by.
Be alert. The Tyranids have taken notice of you.
Let them come. Keep them off me while I get this done. One down.
Just keep coming!
Done. Go for the next one. One left.
My lord, we cannot use the guns until we raise those petals.
Reload. We are done.
My lord, the gargoyles are heading for the antenna.
They need to destroy the targeting system.
See that they fail. Munitions secured. Here come the winged vermin. Protect the antenna. Reloading weapons.
Whoa.
Eliminate them! The enemy have damaged the antenna!
That was cheap.
The enemy have damaged the antenna!
Changing magazine.
The enemy have damaged the antenna! We must hold them back!
Target destroyed. A move first. Restocking.
Bro. Stop. Dude, stop hitting me.
I only do that.
My lord, the antenna has sustained significant damage!
Dude, I'm trying. Get.
Munitions secured. Reload.
Almost there.
My back's
The guns are ready! Use the terminal to begin targeting!
Oh. Just so much stuff.
Targets locked! Let us relish the sight of those vile ships burning!
Baby. Oh, flashbang. Sorry. Now it's like total darkness. Okay. And I guess we're back on our ship. Well, that was an exciting thing. No, just too much crap flying around at once. Like, I couldn't tell where I was getting hit from half the time. This happened in the first game sometimes too, but I don't know. It never felt that bad. I'd hate to see this in harder modes. I'd imagine there's a lot of just like, well, I died. Like instant death type things, you know?
Lieutenant, Captain Akaran has new orders for you.
Very well. Where is Elian?
The enemy tried to smother us. We got separated. By the time we had slain the attackers, Elian was dead. Something put a hole clean through his helmet.
I should have been with you.
I only wish he had lived to see that hive ship burn.
I fought beside Elian for 2 decades. He could not have been defeated by Hormigons. There are creatures more deadly than Hormigons down there. You should not have let our squad be divided. He is gone, Sergeant. Duty is all. I do not forget my brothers so quickly.
This is just a repeat of that guy from the first game that accused him of heresy. I want to drive one of those.
Good hunting, brother.
These orders reached out from the Prime. There can be no question as to their integrity. It is useless debating.
It's funny how apparently every lift in this game is operated by the same 3 buttons.
Did you fight with him on Vigilus? I've read through those battle reports more than 100 times. A masterful defense.
My duty kept me busy elsewhere. You have an unusual service record. That is my good fortune.
I want a scout recon at that position.
Captain,
get over here.
Captain, I have the Mechanicus on Vox.
They can wait. This is Nozick Beta 12, the Mechanicus Archmagos. He should have been aboard this ship an hour ago, but he refuses to leave Kadaku without some data from his lab. He's currently in this Imperial Guard base. His facility is here. The enemy is closing in. That base will be overrun imminently. Nozick is a high-value asset. Get that data and get him out.
the mining facility. If we rupture the staging tanks, direct the flow into the valley, we can ignite the fields around the base.
Boil them in promethium. I'll give you command of a small team to hit the staging tanks. 3 men. That's all I can spare. Brief them immediately.
Yes, Captain. Retrieve Mechanicus data. We are Astartes. Titus Delirio, make ready to depart.
Standing by.
Well, well. Lieutenant Titus.
We are told you have need of us, brother.
My squad must recover data from a Mechanicus research facility in Sector 41A. A large enemy swarm threatens to overrun both that facility and an Imperial Guard base to its east. You will sabotage a Promethium refinery to delay their advance.
We will not fail you, Lieutenant.
Let us burn the Xenos filth.
Time is short. I will brief you on descent.
Brother, Magos Gallio wishes to see you in the armory.
Noted.
If you have not been issued a Pyreblaster for this task, then get one from the armory immediately. We must burn any biohazards clinging to the fuselage before the flight crews conduct maintenance.
Yours is a face I have not marked.
quite some time, Titus.
You requested my presence.
How are you acclimating to your new status?
I have no complaints.
Intriguing. Predictions would determine a 0.9 probability that you would.
I have pressing duties, Magos.
Very well. Engage the armory terminal. I will see that you are suitably equipped for your mission. Indicate your desired war gear, and the armoring station will handle the outfitting procedure. Though much has changed since we last met, all this will remain familiar to you. The Omnissiah blessed us with clear-sightedness from the beginning. We offer blessings to this machine, that it may serve you just as it serves him.
The war gear selection seems incomplete.
This armory is comprehensive, but available options are those recommended for the current mission.
Very well. My thanks, Magos.
Galio will suffice. We know each other well enough for that.
Pity Lord Calgar was called away so soon. I hear the first company joined us. We laid waste to this scourge of a single night.
Brother Titus, we leave on a mission of vital importance. The battlefield below leaves no room for the slightest error of judgment.
I am of clear mind and purpose.
May the directives of our beloved Primarch guide your every action. I shall follow your progress closely.
I will reflect on your words, Chaplain. But for now, duty calls.
The next operation requires a combined effort of 2 squads. Separate combat squad of Space Marines will provide Titus with a diversion. Find out how their story unfolds by playing the Inferno mission in Operations game mode. That's cool. It's like bonus content, basically. Won't complain about that. Alright, time for another long load. Oh, maybe this one won't be so bad. Hey, I spoke too soon. I have an SSD. That's what's so crazy about this. How slow would this be on like an old spinning hard drive or something?
Archmagos, for the last time, we must get you off-world!
Assessment equals inordinate ignorance.
We'll be overrun in minutes!
By the Omnissiah, cease interruptions.
Major.
Akran finally sends me what I asked for.
Archmagos, it is imperative you evacuate immediately.
Detroit will not leave without the data. Relocate to my facility. I will instruct over Vox.
Make ready to leave. This will not take long. Major, I have a second unit working on a theoretical that should buy you some time.
My lord! I've lost 3 squads trying to reach that lab. We think something's out there.
Noted.
The Emperor protects.
And she looks like she's had better days.
Identify lab location equal to far side of swamp. Reiterate time factor critical.
We will Vox when we have an update.
See that you do.
We will never get this planet's stench out of our armor.
Compared to your usual border, deep relax.
Talassa, the Cadians are running out of time. How close are you to the Prometheum facility?
Reaching the facility now.
You are making good time. We are going to need it.
What was that?
We are being hunted.
Septimus. Damn it!
This is the work of a lictor. Sergeant Gadriel to Resilient. 2 of our brothers have fallen in battle. Send an apothecary.
Received. We shall honor them, Brother Sergeant.
Let us get to work. This will serve me well. Xenos filth. Target destroyed.
Whoa!
That opening offers a shortcut.
Then we shall take it. A boon that thrums with promise.
anything.
Grabbing equipment. Restocking.
Snipers!
Watch your sidelines!
Tyranids, take my sight! War Gear Prime! Munitions secured.
Cover my reload.
Over here, brothers.
We can cut through this bunker.
Gather by the entrance. Small arms fire.
It sounds close.
Guardsmen!
Assist them!
For the Emperor!
Pressure on that wound!
Traveler! Watch your feet! Emperor
For the work! Frag grenade out! Rapid. Another one dead. Come on, let me up. Keep your head. I have you. Turret alone. Changing magazine. They never learn. Xenos toxins. Reloading weapon.
Too slow. The Cadians did themselves proud.
They died honorably. Come, our own duty is not yet done.
Which way do I go?
It is here. By what evidence?
Something is off.
Watch your backs. This is it. Weapons ready.
Come and taste death, vermin.
Got a predator.
Face me, coward. I must be more vigilant.
Oh my gosh. Get off me.
Frag grenade deployed. Special tactics ready. Restocking. Watch your flanks. Observe this location.
Come on.
My thanks for the assistance. Using frag grenade. Loading up. Time for vengeance. Fight back. Loading ammunition. Major Sarkana, you were correct. There was a lictor out here.
I suspect you have already dealt with it.
Indeed. It will not trouble you again.
Very good, my lord.
Restocking. This way. Better. Front grenade.
Ah. Well. Didn't mean to hit that, but I did anyway.
The Lictor is a capable foe. A welcome challenge. Were the Lieutenant not with us, I fear we would have joined Cordanus and Septimus. Perhaps they faced more than one. No. Lictors hunt alone. The facility is in ruin. Let us hope Nozick's research remains intact. Archmagos, we have arrived.
At last, move to the lower levels. If lifts are functioning, route across the If...
Archmagos, the entrance is inoperative.
Pilot! Stand by! Proceed!
Expect enemy presence. Rally at the elevator.
Verify your signature is detected at lift 119. Disappointingly slow progress for Anastasis.
Spare me the insults, Magos.
Statement error. Insults. I engage in pure analysis. Locate primary transmitter. Coordinates inbound.
I have had more pleasant conversations with orcs.
I don't know, he's a sassy, fun individual. All right, now we got some more loading. Joining server, blah, 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 blah. These loads in between levels are like, this entire generation really has just been full of like really crappy things, like stuttering in games, long ass load times. I thought this was like the promise of
Nozick's facility. Run distraction efforts as long as you can.
I will fight in the thick of these Xenos as long as you need.
I will hold you to that.
You know, we've had
Brother, they got inside his armor.
He deserved better.
stuttering issues and optimization problems, VRAM issues.
This Pyoblaster will serve us well against Rippers.
Gadriel to Resilient. Brother Decius has fallen. Received. Location marked for Apothecary. Our brother's sacrifice will be remembered. Rippers, here they come.
Ranged weapons only.
Keep them back with the Pyoblaster while we thin their numbers.
I have no idea what they were shooting at.
Restocking.
Loading fresh magazine.
Restocking.
There must be thousands.
That door looks like our exit. Clear a path through those vermin. Do not get too close. Fight back, brother.
Power outage detected. Exit door inoperative. Solution. Restore power.
Genius. We need instructions.
Power system controls at your current location.
Resupplying. Power up sequence initiated.
Sacred conduits flow. Faults detected in divine matrices. Exercising.
you mine?
Maintain distance.
Awakening submarine network. Restoration imminent.
The Rippers.
Power is restored.
Disoriented by the synaptics. Move to the door. Clear. Let's go. These vermin dare obstruct us. We shall punish their boldness.
Best way to do it is just to straight up ignore certain things and just rush towards objectives.
The Emperor protects. Munitions secured. These abominations are busy with something. They gather biomass. Humans. Dissolved and collected later. By feeding tubes lowered from orbit. Vile. The sooner we exterminate these horrors, the better. Chiron, what is our heading? We need to cross this room.
A moment, brothers.
More scurrying vermin. Stay back, brother.
Xenos toxins! Resupplying. Going for it. Watch for the psychic blast. Zoanthrope eliminated.
This is Decimus. Wish you could see these dead bastards. By the Primarch, we have set a mighty pyre this day. Tyranid biosigns down 90% and falling. Swarm annihilation confirmed.
Excellent work. Move to extract.
Should have never left this hive ship. Reloading.
Inceptor armor. With jump packs. It has been some time since I brought death from above.
The day is not yet done, brother.
Archmagos, we have reached the transmitter.
Analysis. Efficiency level below expectations.
Here we go.
Transmitter at 0 state of charge.
that interfere with operation?
Negative. And keep close proximity to the terminal work. Connectivity range limited.
Archmagos, begin your work.
Establishing connection.
Tyranids incoming! Tyranids, take my sight! Restocking!
Generator equal to full state charge. Activate objective to subsequent generator.
Switching magazine! Munitions secured. They are regathering themselves. Resupplying. Loading ammunition. Restocking. Osmagos, proceed.
Connecting to systems. Emphasize. Maintain zero translation.
In other words, do not move. Deploy frag grenade! Resupplying. Ready to deploy special tactics. Munitions secured. Stabilizing.
Complete. Lift generators activated.
Frag grenade deployed. Better. Restocking. Reloading. Loading up.
Bridge extension initiated. Activate control room console to commence transmission.
Recovering.
Analysis. Transmission active. Data incoming.
At last.
Can't tell us about your research, Archmagus.
Denied. Classified. Leave such matters to me. Report. Transmission complete. Your assistance is no longer required.
Major Sarkana, please escort Nozick to the Thunderhawk and get him off-world.
Yes, my lord. With pleasure.
I shall be glad to be rid of these trivial duties.
As I will be glad to cease the flapping of this repugnant flesh voice.
Time to go.
This elevator goes to the rooftop.
To the roof we go then.
Archmagus, confirm receipt of data stream.
This is Lirio. Transmission received. Nozick is on the Thunderhawk. Standing by.
Get him out of here.
Yes, sir.
Major Sarkana, what's your status?
We've lost a lot of men, a lot of heavy rounds, but we're still in the fight.
We're coming to you now. Nozick, are they hit? Lirio, do you read? Major, did you see what happened?
No idea! We saw no impact!
That is territory claimed by the swarms. We need to reach him, fast. There was an armoring chamber below. Jump packs. Sir! The guardsmen.
With respect, my lord! We're Cadians! We can take care of ourselves!
Dun dun dun.
The Tyranids will swarm the crash site. If Nozick is still alive, his time is limited.
Our brothers aboard that Thunderhawk will make quick work of the Tyranids. I hope they survived.
Do not admit such a thought. Too many of us have fallen today. We are at war. Death waits for all of us.
Oh, alrighty then. All right. So I think we should probably call that a stream. So let's see here. Dun, 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 dun. I really wish you could hotkey this. All right. So there we go. Got some music going. All right, guys. Thank you for coming out. I appreciate it. It's 7 in the morning. It's getting pretty late for me. I had a pretty decent 3-hour stream, though, so I can't complain. Thanks for everybody coming out and checking out the stream. I know there was a lot of people lurking and popping in and out, so, you know, everybody coming to visit. It's pretty cool by me. Thanks for saying hi in the chat, Master Kazan. Hope you're getting some good rest. Hope you enjoyed the gameplay and the quiet streams. I didn't talk too much. There's a lot of radio chatter in this game that tells you the story. And, you know, it's just fun to kind of like zone out and focus on things and not be super chatty all the time. You know, there's just not a lot of commenting that you can do, really. You know, a lot of this is just corridor fights with some cool set pieces, which I definitely would be commenting on. I have been, actually. But, yeah, we'll be back tomorrow. More Space Marine. And by tomorrow, I mean actually tomorrow, not, you know, so, yeah, not a week from now. But, yeah, Space Marine 2 is getting finished. Trying to think if there's anything else. Well, obviously, if you want, you can follow the stream, and you can also follow me on Blue Sky. I do generally tend to post live. I forgot again, though, because I'm an idiot. I don't do Discord or anything like that. I don't have the community for it, so there's really no point. I know it's kind of a chicken and egg thing. Have the community build the Discord and vice versa, but, that's probably something further down the road. But anyways, yeah, I think that'll do it. So I'm going to head out. You guys have a wonderful, wonderful day, night, evening, wherever you are. And I will catch you on the next one. Take care now. Bye-bye.